everyone. I am Radhika Vaibhav from class 10, studying in Poda International School, Baramati. So now I will explain you the acute renal or the kidney failure. So let's start it. So here are your kidneys, and one of the main functions of the kidneys is to filter blood and to remove the nitrogenous waste excess from the fluid, excess from the electrolytes blood. Electrolytes play a vital role in maintaining hemostasis in the body. They help to regulate heart and neurological functions, fluid balance, oxygen delivery, acid base balance, and much more. Homeostasis refers to the stability, balance, or equilibrium within a cell or a body, and it is the sudden impairment in the functioning of the kidney, and that when happens in a short period of time. It leads to increase in the concentration of these substances. There can be a lot of problems that can arise due to the excess of nitrogenous waste in the body, various types of electrolyte imbalances in the body, and also the fluid overload. Electrolyte imbalances, which is also called water electrolyte imbalance, is an abnormality in the concentration of the electrolytes. Now, let's understand in brief the consequences of the acute impairment of normal kidney function. First, coming to the nitrogenous waste of the body gets raised which is represented by increased concentration of blood, urea, nitrogen, as well as increased serum creatinine. The serum creatinine is a breakdown of creatinine phosphate from the muscle and the protein metabolism. It is released at a constant rate by the body. Various types of electrolyte imbalances can occur in the acute renal failure, like the serum sodium concentration gets decreased, serum potassium gets raised, serum calcium gets decreased, and the serum phosphate concentration is raised. When serum phosphate gets decreased, that is, the blood becomes more acidic. One simple trick to remember all of this electrolyte imbalance is to remember the sets of iron, sodium, potassium, calcium, and the phosphate. And remember that the normal serum sodium is the higher as compared to the potassium, whereas in normal serum calcium concentration is higher as compared to the phosphate. And these arrows get reversed in the case of ARF, which means acute renal failure. One important problem in ARF is fluid imbalance. Since kidneys are not functioning properly, the blood can have hypervolemia, that is excess body water, or hypovolemia, that is deficit body water. Hypervolemia mainly occurs in oliguric and anuric ARF, when the kidneys do not produce enough urine and the water gets retained in the body. And the hypovolemia occurs in the advanced ARF, when the kidneys lose their property of concentration. Let's understand how we define acute renal failure. And to define acute renal failure, it is important to remember normal values of some renal functions tests, like normal serum creatinine, which is 0.8 to 1.3 milligrams per deciliter, and normal urine output, which is 1 to 3 milliliters per kilogram per hour. And when the serum creatinine concentration rises more than 3 milligrams in 48 hours, or it rises more than 1.5 times the normal value in less than 7 days, the patient is said to be in acute renal failure. It can also be defined on the basis of urine output. When the urine output falls less than 0.5 milliliters per kilogram per hour, the kidneys are said to be in the state of acute renal failure. Now let's understand the types and the etiology of ARF. Etiology is the study of causation or origination. This is a brief overview of our urinary system. The blood is filtered into the kidneys. The kidneys produce urine which passes through the ureters into the bladder. The urine is then voided out through the urethra. Another important structure which lies here is the prostate. There are three types of ARF. The first is pre-renal ARF, second is renal ARF, and third is the post-renal ARF. Coming to the pre-renal type of ARF, it mainly occurs due to the inadequate blood perfusion to the kidneys. Perfusion is the passage of fluid through the circulatory system to the organ or tissue, usually referring to the delivery of blood to capillary bed in the tissue. Kidneys is mainly supplied by the renal artery, and in situation like hypovolemia, when there is the total body water deficit, the body is unable to maintain its proper blood pressure to maintain a normal perfusion to the kidneys. This situation mainly arises in cases of excessive blood loss, diarrhea, and vomiting, burns in which there is a fluid loss to the damaged skin, and also the pancreatitis in which there is third space loss. Prerenal ARF also occurs due to the reduced cardiac output from the heart, which leads to decreased blood pressure and inadequate perfusion of the kidney. Mainly occurs in the cases of heart failure and also septic shock. Third important reason of the prerenal ARF is the disease of the renal vessels such as renal artery stenosis, when the lumen renal artery gets blocked. The lumen is the inside space of the tubular structure such as artery. The renal type of ARF caused due to diseases which are primarily localized in the kidney. Most of you may know kidneys are mainly made up of three types of structures. The first important of them is the glomeruli, and the disease affecting glomeruli are called glomerulonephritis. Second important type is the structure in the kidneys are the vessels, and various types of vasculitis affect the vessels and damage them. And the third important structure of the kidneys are the interstitium, and disease like acute tubular necrosis affect the interstitium. The post-renal type of ARF occurs due to the mechanical obstructions in the flow of urine, and this mainly occurs due to the urinary stone, which blocks the urinary pathway or the prostatic enlargement. Now, the Rifle criteria for ARF. The word Rifle stands for risk, injury, failure, loss, and end stage renal disease, which is ESRD. All these five words represent a grade of ARF, increasing order of severity. In the risk category, the serum creatinine rises 1.5 times of the baseline, whereas the urine output of the patient falls less than 0.5 milliliters per kilogram per hour for at least 6 hours. In the next category, the injury, the serum creatinine rises 2 times of the baseline, whereas urine output falls 0.5 milliliter per kilogram per hour for 12 hours. In the next category, failure, the serum creatinine rises 3 times that of the normal, whereas normal urine output falls to 0.3 milliliter per kg per hour for 24 hours. In the last category of the Rifle criteria, if the acute kidney injury persists for at least 4 weeks, is included in this category. And end-stage renal disease is when the end-stage renal disease persists for 3 months, that is when you require a renal replacement therapy like dialysis for at least 3 months. Most of the patients of prerenal ARF have a history of pure fluid intake or fluid loss in the form of diarrhea, vomiting, or blood loss. And most of the signs that are associated with the prerenal ARF consisting with the finding of a dehydrated patient like low blood pressure, tachycardia, fever pulse, reduced javelins pressure, decreased skin pinch, sunken eyes, dry mucous membranes. These patients may also have orthostatic hypotension. Low urine output consisting is almost a consisting feature in the prerenal ARF. Prerenal ARF has different types of histories depending upon the etiology which causes the ARF. A history of previous source, Throil, which may indicate nephritic syndrome due to the post-sephrococcal glomerulonephritis. This may also present with a try of hematuria, hypertension and edema due to the volume retention. Rhabdomyolysis is also an important cause of renal type of ARF. Patients with rhabdomyolysis have features like tea-colored urine, muscular pain due to the breakdown of the muscle fibers. These patients can also have a history of coma or seizures. Allergic interstitial nephritis is also cause of renal type of ARF, and the patients present with the fever, rashes and arthralgias, which means joint pain. These patients can also have an exposure to the medicine like NSAIDs. Postrenal ARF is mainly caused by the obstruction due to the urine flow, which can be due to the urethral obstruction due to the enlarged prostate. And these type of patients have features like urgency, frequency, and hesitancy. Renal calculi can also obstruct the urethra or the bladder and cause the postrenal ARF. These patients present their flank pain and hematuria, which means the blood in urine. Some words on how we diagnose the type of ARF. Blood electrolyte profile is very important, which shows a raised serum urea and creatinine concentration. Various types of electrolyte abnormalities are present like raised serum potassium, raised serum phosphate, decreased serum calcium concentration. Urine analysis is also important, which shows a low urine volume. In prerenal type of ARF, urea concentration of urine is greater as compared to the creatinine and osmolality of urine is raised. Osmolality is defined as concentration of all the solids in the given weight of the water. In a renal ARF, we have red cells which are usually immune mediated. Renal imaging is also important modality of investigation which involves X-ray abdomen and ultrasonography, which are usually helpful in the case of postrenal ARF to detect stone. Renal biopsy helps in the pathological diagnosis of conditions like immune-mediated renal damage. The treatment of acute renal failure is mainly associated with the correction of the fluid and electrolyte imbalance and also the treatment of underlying cause. The fluid imbalance is associated with the management of hypervolemia through salt and water restrictions. Different types of electrolyte imbalance can occur. Most from many of them are the hyperkalemia, which is managed by a dietary restriction of potassium, loop diuretic and potassium binding resins. Hyperphosphatemia is important complication of ARF, which is managed by using phosphate binders like aluminum hydroxide, which decreases the absorption of phosphate through the guts. Acidosis, if severe, can be managed by oral or IV sodium bicarbonate, and also a frequent monitoring of fluid and electrolytes level of body is required. Treatment of the underlying cause. Since the main problem is prerenal ARF is less body going to the kidney, the most obvious step will be to improve the blood supply of the kidneys, and fluid displacement is done depending upon the type of the fluid lost. Blood can be replaced in the case of blood loss, crystalloids, colloids. Inotropic drugs like dopamine can also be used in the case of heart failure to improve the compatibility of the heart. Renal ARF. glomerulonephritis is mainly managed by immunosuppressive drugs. Rhabdomyolysis is managed by IV fluids in the magnitude of 10 liters per day. The treatment of postrenal ARF is simple as it involves the removal of obstruction in the form of surgical removal of prostate known as stone removal.
Thank you.